Virtus.Pro. Like, there's one guy behind us, Lil, with a sprint, trying to... Oh, okay, making a play on Miracle. No one doesn't have Dragon Shell. He's only got the Breathe Fire, so there's your first crush. He's holding it. Breathe Fire will connect, and Bottle charges is not enough to keep Miracle alive. First blood will be spilt by Virtus.Pro with a great movement in from Lil.
I think... Ooh, Kuroki, though.
Yeah, especially
it's
when
only level 1 degen, but with the blocks, body blocks by Solo, Ramses with phase boots, Windlace, this should be a pretty easy kill on Kuro.
Burst heal from Purification, and Ramses having his phase boots completed means he's got the extra damage and the movement speed to more than easily keep up with Yoga previously, but they haven't seen anyone since then. And
now
with
they do
4 heroes in the mid, they stun up over a Miracle. TP support's coming in, so we have a 4v4, but will Miracle survive that long? He is almost out, but not far enough. It's the wall up from Bulba, catching all 4 heroes from Virtus.Pro. Lil will fall. Matumba's looking for more with the glimpse back. They can maybe... No, they can't. The Purification. Mind Control is not ready to be part of this at all. He's just farming up to camp with his Tranquils dropped. So all Bulba can do is just harass from range to try and dissuade Ramses from beating into the tower anymore.
Another Arcane Rune, though, for Mind Control.
Lil, crush up on top. Perfect rage from Matumbaman, though. Saw it coming from Marloff. But, where's that? Okay, he's only a surge so far. Now the Iron Shell's on Lil. So he's looking for another one. The crush to happen. Matumbaman, not too healthy. Rage up in a moment, but he does have Infest. Lil, there's your Infest. He'll find the kill, but the Darkseer illusion. It was there to finish the job.
He was really hoping that there would be a... Liquid. Look like they want to make a play down here.
Miracle's coming. He's going to find Lil in the trees. He stopped moving. They just sat there in front of each other. Now the wall is up. Ramses.
They know this is coming
so quickly. Bulba didn't stand a chance. Mind Control also being amplified up, so Ramses on the hunt after him. He's losing that movement speed, however. Mind Control is losing his Firefly. He needs to make it over the hill. Degen Aura is slowing him down. Starts his TP right in the middle. He'll come back and the stun is there. No one's rotation, just in the nick of time. Ursa hiding in the tree line. So you lose your Batrider and Ramses back into the fight, gaining in a lot of life, but that last attack from no one reaches up to Miracle to bring him down. And Virtus.Pro now 7-2, 10 minutes. They need to find a way to stabilize this, or else the bleed is going to keep going to Matumbaman. Maybe this is one way to do it. Open up over on the Omni Knight. He just repels up Ramses and lets him get out. So the sacrificial lamb of Solo. Ursa still got the last hit on the towers. They still got the money for it. Okay, Matumbaman's just making the run. So Solo thinks he's alone. Gets glimpsed. Doesn't really go that far. And now they chase in even deeper. The lasso over on the Omni Knight. They hold him inside the Storm of Bulba. So at least they ensure that kill. Miracle will start the creep skip. But Liquid aren't going to push this tower fast enough. Nowhere near.
I want to play too reactionary.
Oh, Lifesteal gets one of the towers. The wrap around is Lil on the high movement speed. Mind Control. He realizes he's part of a VP sandwich. Even the Darkseer throwing down the wall just to ensure the extra points of damage. Miracle arrives. Plants a field. Does some work against both Pasha as well as Lil. As they go on the run, a nice crush from Lil gives him the space. Plastic charges to bring that life back up again. Kuro's hoping for a quick pick. With Purification already happening, then it glimpses him back, but there's a lot of life on this VP lineup as Ramses just looks to go ham, battling against Matumbaman. Matumbaman does have Infest, so he does have an out in case he gets a little bit too deep. With Purification over on Kuro. No Earth Shock with the Breathe Fire. Kuro dropping down very low. One more hit, maybe 2 from Ramses. It will in fact be 2 to find that hit. The wounds are still over on Matumba. He's got to be careful coming in closer towards that. Ursa! Infest very quickly. Pops back out. Nice build damage. VP fighting underneath this tier 1 tower. Now no one has to stand his ground. Keeps that toggling going of the arm as the Dragon Form back off cooldown again. The survivability, the sustain from Virtus.Pro is just unreal. Heals galore plus the toggle.
Surge in money, like the Basher's not too bad. But BKB might be like really safe, but it doesn't really do much versus the Razor.
Liquid, they come over. Ramses, he hasn't got the Enrage up just yet. Dragged back in again, but you know he's going to do it. Fights up. Kuro's on the wrong side of the hill. Ramses just blinks down. Pasha's there. The back end wall looks for it and hits it with the Breathe Fire damage. Liquid, they're getting popped again. The Blink Crush. Lil picked it up just before this fight. He'll be able to stun the back lines. But Matumbaman, no points up in Bash. They just amplify and try to do enough damage. Can't kill him off. But the Disruptor dies to the Ursa.
It's 4 for 1, and it's right next to the Roche pit with everything active. DD on.
Or else this game is done. They
Ramses is ready to go. He's like, give me the repel, I'm in.
Yep, there it is. Repel missing the Earthshock over on Kuro. Actually, no, the effects was still there. Kuro, he's already down. They're wrapping around behind as Lil just jumps in. Amplification Disruptor. It's a really good storm.
200 stolen damage.
They bring down the Omni Knight. Now Lil's also going to get isolated, but the bigger problem is still going to come out from Ramses. Matumbaman, they break the Aegis, the Immortal. Buyback out from Lil. Wants to get back and involved in this one. Bulb is so low on life. Down to 20 HP, but again, his kinetic fields. Nice little pick up for a Dragon Knight. Finally, they may find an opening with a Firefly from Mind Control. No one will jump forward. Miracle will have a good time to steal the damage. The back wall! He hits everything! Bulb will at least get the Storm down. The Darkseer is burning, and so is the Ursa. This is the best fight Liquid could have hoped for. So much damage on Miracle. 2-2-4. Looking to pump that into somebody, and he's found Solo. The glimpse him back. No, he repels up, so Miracle has to keep diving for it. Now the Guardian Angel is too deep! The Guardian Angel will find the kill! Kuro can't get out of here. The Darkseer will just follow through. At least Kuro will get the kill with a Fire Blast. Losing Miracle was not part of the plan, but at least they showed that they can take a round. They've only got another maybe 5-7 seconds left on this smoke. So they need to find an opening. Pasha, maybe their primary one with a Firefly up. Who are they going to find? Pasha waits for it. Where's that blink back? Again, another good static storm. They get rid of the Omni Knight, so no repels. Lil's also trapped, and Ramsey's having all of his damage taken. Liquid, a fantastic initiation. Pasha kicks in at the last bit, and it's up to no one under the cover of his BKB to pump in more damage. But then you've got Matumbaman. Jump straight back out again. No one just can't be a big enough Dragon Lord.
Perfect initiation from Liquid again. They get Solo right away, get him before he gets any spells off. He even was throwing the repel like as he got jumped. So they clean him up quickly. Boba gets he didn't have any smokes up because they were all on cooldown for quite a bit. So
you see the Liquid
this
line
is their big move to go.
Liquid's line is like straight across the river. It's like these guys are going to be coming around this point. Matumba's still on the front lines, halfway through the DD rune, but can they kill him off in time? The extra bashes, but the storm is up. Slaughter has to stand there. Ursa can't break free. The GA will buy a little bit of time. The back pulling Miracle back up the hillside with a crush combined. Miracle will drop in a second, or will he? The DK, the stun is there. Razor will fall with no buyback available for both the Batrider as well as the Razor. Liquid are running home with a towel between the legs.
Okay, Solo picks up the secondary gem, so that's it's a big swing there for VP, grabbing that gem, getting 2 nice kills there. They clean up Miracle. It was very close to being a beautiful static storm, but with the new freshly like BKB picked up on Ramses, it was like perfect timing.
Lose racks?
Do they buybacks?
No. There's no buyback, and now you actually get a jump. You just brought down the Ogre.
They might lose more than just 1 Rax. They have no Razor for 33 seconds. This might be 2 sets.
Yep. VP are probably thin. Looks like he's made of soggy paper, but the Batrider on the way in. Lil gets the blink crush. Roshan's down. Aegis in the Mortal. In the hands of Ramses, the back wall doesn't really hit properly. There's no follow-up combinations. The BKB, Liquid, bail to all corners of the globe if they can. Disruptor will drop. Kuro will join him. The Yule Scepter keeps Slaughter away for the moment, but Kuro knows like he can't TP. He's got the amplification on him. Solo's going to be there as well. So Liquid will lose to, again, another 2 heroes down with no buyback, but this time it's not the cause.
I love Lil's.
At least no one doesn't have an Aegis, so if they initiate on him, they potentially can find a proper kill. Fortification will happen. This Dragon form is only 3/4 of the way through. They blink in, find the opening. They want the Omni down the storm. Bulba gets it perfect. Miracle stealing up this damage, but Ramses rages through under the cover of BKB. Turns attention to the Razor, but the Yule Scepter will send him up. Still 224 points of stolen damage. Instantly pummeled in to the Fuzzy Wuzzy, and they'll go for another one. No stun, but the damage! Rip him apart, a new one. DK will come back in, but just to die, losing the Slaughter. Now no one, he will be caught out, stunned up and brought down. Give more damage to Miracle. VP lose everything. At least they have buybacks. They don't claim them. A very long way out of position. Lil shows himself in the mid. Blink, crush, and amplifies up. Instantly moves himself inside the Glimmer. But then the lasso. This could be big. Taking out the Slaughter, taking out his amplification. They're not hitting him up quite properly just yet. And maybe now. Nope, VP just didn't even rotate. They push the creep wave to the tier 3 tower. Liquid will come back to defend. That is a dead slot on the hill. Mind Control is going to see it with a sticky napalm. So all that wonderful vision the VP has been basking in. Oh, the jump. Lil with a crush. Razor is the only one taking the damage, but they couldn't get good hits.
Getting decimated.
Slaughter is down. 1 minute without him. They blink in through the backlines. Omni Knight. He can't get the GA off. He's dragged back back into the storm. Ramsey's in the middle of it too. The damage is too much. Even the badge is coming in from Matumbaman. They've got him. That could be it. 80 seconds without the Ursa Warrior. If Liquid cottoned onto this fact, they may even just go for... Oh, he got it. He does have it now. Okay. They're going to try and defend. There goes your tier 3 tower. They can focus on the racks. There's still no Omni and Slaughter for a long, long time.
Oh, man.
Jump in, Pasha trying to back it back into the wall. The stun's over the life stealer. Ramsey's trying to go ham, but then the armlet turns on Matumbaman, still has the infested. Ramsey's out too far, down too long.
Miracle have done.
They know he's not coming back up the buyback, and this is the time for Team Liquid to force into a third. GG is the call, as Virtus.pro will be forced into a decider against Team Liquid.
Pulled out a miracle, honestly, in this game. VP being a little bit too overeager going in, but Solo's positioning in those fights really kind of screwed.